Alright. Hello, family. There's 3 of us.
There's 3 of us. The people you're hearing from over there don't exist.
They're not real, because this is a Degrassi episode called Three's Company. That's 3.
Everything goes backwards.
We all have fingers.
Yeah.
You don't need to brag about it. Are we ready to theme song it? And
We're gonna do the theme song.
Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something wants everybody up, give, never they'll. So we're building a gingerbread high school, so it's basically just a box. So Keith, do you want to tell us about Degrassi High episode, whatever it is, I think 13, Three's Company?
So Three's Company, this is an episode in which a lot of people are daydreaming and almost nothing happens.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us about some of these daydreams.
Okay, so it opens with it opens with Spike, right? That's the first.
Yeah, Spike and
Snake. And Snake starts with Snake putting Spike's child Emma in the crib, and then
Emma's a big fan of Snake.
And then being all
consistent throughout all series.
And then being all lovey-dovey, and then Spike wakes up. She was daydreaming
because it was a dream.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't even see this dream sequence.
In the dream sequence,
I was wondering what Snake was doing, and
they were studying. That part was real.
Yeah.
All right, look, our school has a door.
Yeah, everybody's studying, but they actually have the hots for each other.
Yeah. Which is only half true at this point in the series, but later.
Yeah. Well, it's a classic move that you take on tutoring responsibilities.
Yeah, it's very classic. Yeah. So that starts our Spike and Snake plot. Our Spike and mistake plot.
Spike and mistake.
Yes, but there's another factor to Snake and Spike.
Yeah, what it was telling me about the other factor. Is it that the reason why Snake is suddenly a babe magnet?
Oh, yeah, that is important. That is the thing, is like, this episode, very little happens, but it references a lot of things.
It references a lot of things. It's like, okay, things have been happening for real, and we're taking a break from things happening.
So Snake recently saw a dead guy.
Yeah.
And this apparently makes him very attractive.
So irresistible.
Because
to the ladies of Degrassi. Specifically, Spike and Michelle.
Yes.
Who's apparently single, so at some point BLT's out of the picture. I don't remember that happening, so we'll have to see.
And both of them are explicitly like, oh, he's so hot because he's sad.
Yeah, they really connect those two things. It's because he's like, no, Snake is having like PTSD, and it is sexy PTSD.
And he's like, I don't know if I want to go to a dance, and then everybody asks him for the dance.
Yeah.
So
that sets up our first little love triangle, which is that Spike really likes Snake and wants to make out with his face.
Yes,
and
Spike has a second daydream where she imagines asking Snake to the dance, and then him and everybody in the room laughing like hyenas.
Harder than anybody has ever laughed.
All
at anything,
doing the same
especially
face.
a thing that was asked very quietly in the library that they couldn't even hear. And so, but eventually Spike does ask Snake to the dance. And he's like, sure, cool, I should go to a dance.
She does that kind of classic middle school house. Yeah, like...
scale it down before you get to the big ass.
You want to go to the dance, as friends,
Right, yeah. Yeah, she's not entirely honest with her intentions there. But Snake is, he is looking to get out of his sadness. Like, he did, recently something happened to him that was not super fun. And so he's tired. He's like, it'll be good to go to a dance. Okay, sure. And they've been having fun recently. So he says yes with all enthusiasm, but then Michelle also asks.
Kind of low-grade enthusiasm.
Yes, who he's genuinely really into.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And
they both...
Apparently at some point Michelle and Snake went on a date.
And they both think that they were the one to screw it up.
Yeah, which I'm sure is true. But
Meanwhile,
Tessa, Yick, and Alex are our other.
yes.
Our
Which is
other,
another.
is somebody else gonna
Yes. Alex.
take this and start putting candy on our high school?
Alex is the smothering boyfriend of Tessa.
Smothering, interesting.
Who? Well, that's the way. I think. Pretty sure that's how she perceives it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I just think she finds him boring.
Which,
anyway.
to be fair,
And just like over enthusiastic.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
over enthusiastic
like
without
that.
having a personality somehow. Both of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tessa, who we previously... I had forgotten she was, like, literally ever in the series. I only remember her as You Were Fucking Tessa Campanelli Tessa.
Yes.
But she's in the series, and she has, like, a thing... I mean, she obviously has a boyfriend, Alex. They've been together for 3 months, which makes her think that she can never break up with him. She's not allowed to ever break up with him or have any interest in anybody else, but she is into Yick, who she's been tutoring. Who's a friend of Alex's, apparently. I don't remember Alex at all. But apparently he's a friend of Yick's. So, you're just putting...
It's a bush.
Oh, okay, cool. There's some greenery.
You can't really see it there.
Yeah, greenery.
And Alex is starting already, is before the big blow up. Alex is already regretting that he asked her to tutor Yick, as he allegedly did.
As he allegedly did. It was apparently Alex's idea.
It wasn't his
Alex
best
seems to be
idea
a good
ever,
friend
frankly.
who's like,
Yeah.
Yick, you need tutoring. I think what Alex didn't realize, here's the thing, I think Alex is probably like about as like school smart as Tessa is. And what we already know about Tessa, because we're people from the future, is that Tessa likes boys who are not nearly as smart as she is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because what we know of Tessa is her chasing Joey. Which is, like, always a terrible idea.
Yeah.
But Yick and Tessa, actually a good match. And I want to know what happened. Like, that's in my unsolved mystery bucket. It's like... and obviously we never know what happens with that. Because,
Didn't make it to the end of the school year.
Well, because the end of the school year is the next episode, which we already just watched. Yeah.
One of my big unsolved mysteries that will be solved is
what is it?
what happened on Snake and Michelle's date.
Yeah, that will be solved. That's very exciting. And also, like, where did BLT go? Like, when exactly did that?
When did all that go down?
Yeah, what exactly happened? Because.
And he was her black boyfriend that her racist parents didn't like.
Her racist parents didn't like. But I thought at the end of the conclusion of that episode, which is like a while back, was that she was like, I don't care. Because my parents are racist, but I'm not.
Yeah. And I'm moving out anyway. And I'm moving out anyway.
Oh, like when she is done high school.
Didn't she do that?
No, I don't think so. But we'll find out. That's an unsolved mystery. So, I'm gonna get... Hey, there we go. So the conclusion though of the Spike Snake Michelle thing is that Spike overhears Snake telling Michelle, I'm sorry, I really would have liked to go to the dance with you. If I'd known that you wanted to go to the dance with me, I would not have said yes to Spike, but I need to do that because she's my friend.
Here's a good aside. Never reveal secrets in the library.
Oh, don't do it. Save it for less but don't do it. Bad idea. Spike wins best fashion for this episode, incidentally. Yeah. Anyway, Spike backs down. She makes up as Dad says, she does a good lie to Snake and says, I have a family thing at the last minute. Yeah. And this is after she's already like bought a dress, and it's like very cute because it's like the first like nice new thing she's bought herself like since Emma was born, and it's very adorable. But it doesn't really work out as planned. But at least she has a cute new dress.
And Snake, he's such a nice guy, but he is a hopeless liar.
Sometimes he's a nice guy. You haven't listened to the first episode of our podcast, so you're forgiven for thinking that, because our perspective right now, we're still just recovering from School's at Snake, who is a real douche novel.
Yeah. But also hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, it's true. It hasn't happened yet. So far, Snake, good guy, doesn't know what's going on. has definitely been hanging out with Joey Jeremiah too much.
Joey's like, what's the problem? 2 girls are asking you out.
I mean, Snake does, to be fair, like, Snake doesn't listen to Joey in this episode. He's like, no, I'm going to tell Michelle. He just picks the wrong locale. Yeah. He picks the library as the place to tell that you have to put candy on the thing.
Oh, okay.
It's a gingerbread school.
In case you were wondering.
Oh, and meanwhile, Alex
is going to build up the foundation. Here's put the glue. Do I get to choose where?
Yeah, you're putting on candy. Is this complicated? You are. This is a carpenter.
Did we get to the little cross scene?
Oh yeah, there's the cross. So tell us the conclusion of the other triangle.
Okay, so Tessa is the hots for Yick. And Alex's boyfriend is clearly still really into Tessa. And Tessa
Alex's boyfriend?
Alex's boyfriend. Alex is still really into Tessa.
Alex, who
Tessa's
is the boyfriend?
Alex.
Yeah, I would have been shocked if I missed that Alex had a boyfriend. It was like, they're in a like open relationship.
You were too busy looking for.
I was so busy looking for Caitlyn and Lucy evidence. We see zero Caitlyn. And like a half second of Lucy, because this is the lead up to the school election we see in the next episode.
Yes, it comes up at one point that Lucy's campaigning, but we just see somebody else we hear somebody else campaigning for her, and we see Lucy there.
Yeah.
It's But anyways, yes, it all. So, Tessa tells.
Tessa
and Yick, after they smooch in the library, and she's like, whoops, sorry. And Yick does like a little I'm all crusty face.
Kissing decisions.
Yeah.
I'm starting to really warm up to Tessa, I think.
Because of that?
Through school's art in general, but like that is one of her fatal flaws. That's her tragic flaw. Is that she just, even when she's making, like, I think Yick is a lovely boy. I'm very pro Yick. Like, throughout the entire series, I think Yick is one of my favorite characters.
I also think he's one of the better, one of the more convincing actors in this episode.
Yeah.
Everybody else is kind of doing
and it's
really
also funny because,
over the top face. I mean, especially in the dream sequences, but also in the non-dream sequences. When Yick is kind of doing an understated, like, I buy that this is like a 17-year-old with a crush.
Which is part of why we're doing this as a visual episode, just so we can really go all out on those faces. But
yeah, so and Yick and Alex play lacrosse together, and Tessa, after much convincing from after being like, I don't know, I want to get with Yick, but I don't, like, I need a backup, and her friend
who's
female
just like
Arthur,
girl Arthur,
ginger
girl Arthur, yeah.
Has Arthur really come up yet?
Arthur's doing the same thing at Yick. He's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Arthur's doing his Arthur thing with Yick, where they stop each other from making bad decisions a lot. That's kind of them as a duo I love in the series. Like, straight from like the first scenes of Junior High, we really see a lot of that. So I'm looking forward to watching them become little babies as we go back. We should have gotten something to wipe our fingers on.
Yick and Tessa both have people telling. Well, Boy Arthur is basically telling Yick, it's like, whatever black.
Oh, Boy Arthur, aka Arthur.
Yes. Boy Arthur is telling Yick, back off, she has a boyfriend, da-da-da-da. Meanwhile, girl Arthur is telling Tessa, it's like, you should break up with Alex if you don't like him anymore.
Yeah.
So they're both giving fairly sensible advice, and Tessa's really hesitant. She's like, I don't know the backup. But she tells Yick, like, basically that she's done with Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Before telling Alex that, although she does, along with all the fantasies,
there's a lot of mistakes made here
about all the kissing everybody, she fantasizes about breaking up with Alex, and Alex being like, oh yeah, you should get with Yick.
Yeah.
I also wanted this relationship to end,
and for you to date my friend Yick.
But she fantasizes about it, but she doesn't do it. But she tells Yik, and then Yik and Alex, well, they're playing lacrosse together.
It looks bad.
Yeah, Yik kind of gives his condolences to
Lacrosse
Alex,
is
and Alex
violent.
is kind of like, what?
It's like,
What now?
it's like, she told me you were already planning on breaking up. He's like, what? So yeah.
This gingerbread school's really coming along.
It
It's
is. We're
getting
good
there.
at. You can stick
Looking
things
good.
to the things.
We
that
should have
are
put it on
icing.
a platform, I'm realizing now, but...
A platform.
Yeah, get some
Yeah,
gummy
but
bears.
Oh.
I think you're
Well,
in
we
charge
can-
of gummy bears there.
What?
We don't have gummy bears. We have
We have
wine
wine
gums. Wine gums. Oh well, not eating them like.
Yeah, but we...
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Yik goofs. Do we want to? Should we do faces and then lessons learned and unsolved mysteries and?
Yeah.
All right.
The episode closes on Spike's face after she's told her responsible lie.
Yeah.
No.
A very compassionate lie.
So we decided instead we're modifying the format a little bit for our video format episode, and we decided to take advantage of how many great faces there are in this episode, and much more so than there are lines. Although I would like to put in a bid for I can't keep playing these games, Christine. That's a great line. That's a good line.
What was the one about, like, look out that window? Oh, what?
Oh, Arthur, have you seen the view from this classroom? It's amazing. Okay, so those are I think we all kind of agreed on those best lines, and that's fine. But we're gonna play a game called Who's That Face, in which each of us takes turns making a face, and we try to guess which face that they're imitating. So, so Dad, do you want to go first here? All right, we'll center.
Let's see.
Well, that's got to be a snake face.
Well, it could be. I can think of like 3.
Yeah. Okay. So is it Snake when he finds out that Michelle wants to go to when Michelle asks him to the
No, I'm
Yeah.
going for right at the end when the whole thing falls apart and he's facially confused.
Oh yeah.
He's suddenly very happy and he doesn't realize that, but he keeps realizing that he can't act too happy, but he is happy, but.
Right, and he feels morally conflicted. See, that's the good old
exactly.
classic Snake.
Yeah.
I realize now, like, the further away we move from School's Out, I realize how much I missed, like, the series characters. Not that I didn't realize that while we were watching School's Out, despite the fact of, like, how gay School's Out is, and that I enjoyed that. There are a lot of things that character-wise, of characters who are not Lucy and Caitlin, that I really missed in the series. So that is, there's some classic Snake, morally conflicted, and also just, like, not going along with Joey's shenanigans that I really liked. Yeah, so that's a good face.
Well.
Keith, do you want to do the next one?
Okay.
All right.
And it places like a person. Yeah.
Do you have a guess, Dad?
I'm mysteriously lost. I lost the plot.
Is this a...
Minor character.
Oh, it's everybody laughing.
It's everybody at the library, yes.
It's everybody
Mostly
at the library.
Snake, but everybody at the librody in
It took me a while to realize
Spike's
it was
fantasy of
being
being laughed at.
Yeah, that
Oh.
Spike's reverse fantasy of everybody laughing at her for very
Everybody's a
quietly
dreamer
and
in this
timidly
episode.
asking. Everyone's a dreamer.
Everyone
Okay.
lives in their dreams. Yep. Yeah, nice little schoolhouse.
Okay, I'm getting ready.
Oh,
Okay, we're watching.
I did it.
Do it again.
Do it again. Oh,
I'm going with Spike, but I'm not sure
It is a
when.
Spike. It's pretty much the first Spike face.
Oh, is it
Yeah.
just Spike weird cross-eyed face when she wakes up from her sexy daydream?
Yeah. Can't stop stop playing these games, Christine. I mean, we have to stop playing these games, Christine.
Right. Which is a rare.
I just love that
she.
Yeah, and that's in her imagination. Snake calls her Christine. Yeah, but it's fun because they get married eventually. Spoiler. School's Out 2 spoiler. Okay, lessons learned.
No.
We were trying to drive by a couple of these, but Dad, do you have a lessons learned you want to throw out there?
Never reveal a secret in the library unless you're actually trying to be overheard by the person in the next aisle who can actually see you through the book.
Bad call. Yeah, that's a good one. I know we had one. Don't tell somebody that you're sorry about their breakup when you aren't 100,000% sure that they've actually been broken up with yet.
Yeah, sure.
Especially if you're the one who's making out with the person they haven't broken up with yet.
PTSD makes you a big magnet.
Yes. Find those dead bodies, kids, and the chicks will be all over you. Don't listen to Joey, which is actually a lesson that is followed.
It's going to be.
It's going to be in every episode, but this is a rare incident of don't listen to Joey being heated by the characters involved.
Yeah.
And lie responsibly.
Nothing has ever.
Yeah.
No good has ever come from
lie
listening to
charitably
Joey.
and with general feelings of goodwill towards.
Yeah. If you're a good if
your friends.
Yeah, if you're a good liar, then tell good lies.
Tell great, excellent lies.
Like be like Spike.
Be like Spike. I mean,
Spike's a good person.
Spike is really, she's a lovely person, and
a little Zachary icing, so it's not really gonna stay.
I do like this is an episode where we actually get to see Emma.
You do. At one point,
And,
Emma asks Spike if she's okay.
Yeah, and she's like, you see that because Emma is about 3 or 4 in this episode, and you see her acting like a 3 or 4-year-old child. It's not just sort of kid in the background. She's actually a kind of a character. Anyway, so those lessons are learned. So I feel like we pretty much cover it.
Yeah.
Unsolved mysteries.
Mysteries.
Where's BLT?
Yeah, we hit most of these already.
Yeah.
Where's BLT? What happened on Snake and Michelle's date, which we will.
We will learn that one, and we'll learn what happened to BLT. What happens with Tessa and Yick is a truly unsolved mystery. We never find out because we don't. Yick does not appear in School's Out, let alone School's Out 2.
Yes.
Yeah, because it just wouldn't make things fair for Joey, which things shouldn't be fair for Joey, but unfortunately. But they decided to do that. Anyway.
Yeah,
we made a school.
All right.
Good job on the school.
Happy holidays.
Good looking school. Hey, happy holidays.
All right. He's not my brother. Okay.
One day that'll make sense.